In Mark chapter 1, it continues in verse 29. As soon as they left the synagogue, they went with James and John to the home of Simon and Andrew. Simon's mother in law was in bed with a fever, and they told Jesus about her. So he went to her, took her hand, and helped her up. The fever left her, and she began to wait on them. And I think what I get out of that story is kind of the immediacy that as Jesus gets faced with a need, so he meets it. And that's something that I've really tried to kind of see more active in my life. That even though, and I'm sure we'll get to it later, that kind of my healing theology is a bit in question. I don't understand why God doesn't heal everyone that I pray for, but I do believe that God heals, and so I do believe I need to take opportunities. And so one thing that I've really tried to do is, as I come across sick people, is invite them into the potential of God healing. I think Jesus knew every time that healing was going to happen, and I don't. But I do believe every time that God can heal. And so it's really the thing of when you're faced with somebody in front of you, somebody with an issue, somebody with a physical ailment, just being able to say, would you mind if I pray for you? And it's quite an exciting thing because there are a lot of agnostics and atheists and people from other religions who seem to really have space for prayer. And so they may not believe what we believe, but there's this hope or this chance or this risk, and it really can't hurt. And so really just inviting people in that, like wake up in the morning and say, God, what opportunities do you have for me during the day? And then when you come across someone in need, just seizing that moment and saying, hey, do you mind if I pray for you? Because at the very least, praying for someone shows that you love them and you're caring for them, and you take an opportunity to reach out to them. So I want to encourage you, when you come across sick people, when you come across somebody that's in a need, just say, hey, do you mind if I pray for you? And if God dramatically heals them, what an absolute bonus. But even just being able to show them that you love them and care for them, I think is a huge, huge thing.